Yeah. And so this is I printed on my backup printer and it's not doing great either, so.
Mine is okay.
All right, I think I'm recording. Okay, there we go. Page 25, we're talking about the who, which clause. And have you ever heard of that before? Who, which clause? You have. Okay,
My
good.
sister has it, but I don't know what it is.
Okay, good. Well, you're gonna find out today. Grayson, stop. You're gonna find out today. So a who, which clause starts with who or which. Now, when I say which, I don't mean the witch like the Halloween witch. I'm talking about W-H-I-C-H. Yes, Hallie.
Why is the detail you don't know need, but even like if there was cities.
Okay, so like a detail, an added detail, you said that you don't really need, but sometimes maybe you do need it. But we use who when we're talking about a person, right? Weston, who sits next to Jace, is getting ready to find his pen or pencil right now. So notice how I said who, because I'm talking about a person, right? I'm talking about Weston. For a who, which clause, that's right. But if I'm talking about a place like Tehachapi, which is located in the mountains, is a great place to go visit. Something like that. So I would use which, guys, listen. I would use which if I'm talking about a place or a thing. Okay, those are the two times when you use who and which. Who when you're talking about a person or a character. It could be an animal in a story who's acting like a person. You guys have read those before? Scorpion wasn't really acting like a person though. The scorpion was being a scorpion. So you would use which for that one. But Mickey Mouse or any of the Disney characters in any of the Disney movies where they're talking, right? Okay, so those are the two times. Now it's a group of words that tells more about the noun in the sentence. Good morning, Camden. Is your sister coming? No, not today. Okay. I know how to see. We're on page 25. Look at the examples right here in the middle of the page. The first one says, the soldiers had traveled far. That says sentence after it. And that means it's a complete sentence. The soldiers had traveled far. So we're talking about soldiers. And what did they do? What did this traveled far? So that's a complete sentence. Look at the next one. The soldiers who had traveled far. Well, that says fragment. Do you know what that means?
No.
What does it mean, Brady? Part of a sentence or just an incomplete sentence, right? It's not complete. It's missing something. So here's the deal. You cannot just put a who or a which in the sentence and call it good. You have to add more after it. And it has to have another verb after it. Okay, Levi? So that's something to remember when you're adding who or which clauses to your writing. Look at the next example. The soldiers who had traveled far needed food. See how it had needed is another verb after the who clause there, because you need another verb later. Anytime you add who or which to a sentence, you have to have another verb after that, okay? See how it says sentence? That means it's complete. It's a good one. Grayson. No, we're not going to do that right now. Yeah. The next one says, the soldiers who needed food had traveled far. They just switched those two around, right? And you can do that in a who, which clause. You can switch it around, but it still has another verb after it. The verb after it is had traveled, right? So who needed food had traveled far. So that works. So this is how we're going to label it. Look at the example down here. Bless you. You're going to put.
He has horrible
Bless you.
allergies. I don't think he took his allergy meds.
It's okay. You're going to put parentheses. You guys know what parentheses are? They're like this shape on either side of a word, parentheses. So you're going to put these around the who or which clause. See how it is in that example there? And then do you see right above that it says W/W? That's how you label it in this book. See that part right there? So you're going to put parentheses around it and then label it W/W, okay?
My mom said she cannot write anything.
Any questions about that page? The who, which clause? You guys have any questions about that? Let's practice it. So go to page 27 now. Page 27. Does anybody feel like reading it today?
Yeah.
Rylan, I saw your hand.
The dwarf who bowed and walked away returned for a third time later that night.
Nice. And what is the vocabulary word in that sentence? Bowed, right? Do you know what it means, Hallie?
That means bend over and like.
You're right. Bend over, like at the waist, right here, like this. And sometimes we do this, or we do this, like, thank you, oh, thank you, oh, right? So if you're doing a play or you have actors that are on stage, it's the end of the play, they would take a bow.
Say
Okay?
thank you.
So put a check by vocabulary. I'm just kidding. Put a check by vocabulary. Articles. What are the articles in this sentence? Who wants to tell me where they are? Yes.
Article?
Eliana. Articles.
Oh.
There's two of them.
Yeah, the.
The. And what else? Grayson? A, good. So put AR on top of the and A. And then we have nouns. Who wants to do the nouns?
Me.
Okay, yes, go for it. Where are the nouns at? Person, place, or thing, or idea.
Oh.
There's three of them. No,
That's a thing?
Weston's gonna find them. Go ahead, Weston. There's the first one that's talking about kind of like a character person.
Yeah.
Dwarf is a noun, so put an N on dwarf. The other two are a little tricky. Do you see them?
I thought of who it was.
Okay, don't tell us that yet. Hold on to that. Yes, Levi.
Night and time.
Yes, good. Night and time. Those are both nouns. And the way we know this is because right before time, it says a third time. So anytime you see an article, it means a noun is coming pretty soon. Okay, it could be the next word or the next word. And then night. Good. Okay, what's next? We got the who, which class. Who wants to do that one?
Me.
You guys have already said something.
Oh, no, I didn't.
How about Camden? Do you see the who, which clause? It starts with who. What's the whole clause?
Who bowed and walked away?
Yes, that's right. Very good. And I know you missed part of that lesson, but you got it. So right where it says who bowed and walked away, right by those commas, I want you to put the parentheses.
What?
Parentheses looks like this. Okay, so that's going to go around who bowed and walked away. That makes sense?
Yeah, got
Put
it.
parentheses around it. And then right on top of the who, where it says who, you're going to put W/W like that.
Got it.
Good. Thumbs up if you all got that. Good. Good. I see all those thumbs. Okay. Next, we need to figure out where does the capital go?
Oh, I know.
How about Jace? Where does the capital go? What word should be capitalized?
The T and the.
The T and the. Very good. So you're going to do 3 little lines underneath the T and the. And then end mark, Ava, what should we put at the end of the sentence? A period. Very good. So just put a period at the end. Don't forget to check all those things at the top, your little list there.
You can self all my things.
You did what?
I got all mine checked off.
Oh, good. Check them all off. And then you can write it later. Yes, Levi.
When you write it at home, are you supposed to put the parentheses in or no?
Good question. No, I don't want the parentheses in, just the commas though. They do need to be in. Good question though. All right, so we are done with our grammar for today. And then your homework is the next 3 pages. I'm gonna email it so you guys can print it better at home, okay?
Okay.
Yours anyway. Any questions? Yes, Weston.
Are we gonna rewrite it today?
Not in class, you'll do that later at home.
How come we don't do it in classes?
Because we have a lot to do and I don't want to take the time to do it. Because that's easy. You can do that by yourself. You don't need my help for that. You can totally do that. Okay, let's get out your binders next. Go ahead and get out your binders. The binder is this one, the writing binder.
Oh.
This is the one where you should have in your front pocket.
Yeah, she.
Yeah. all the stuff for scorpions, and I do have time for 2 people. I know Grayson wants to read his. Is there anybody else that wants to read theirs? Did you already read yours, Grayson? Oh, you did?
Only his first one.
Oh, not the second half? Is there anybody that wants to read that didn't get to read at all last week? Did you read last week?
No.
Okay, did you read last week? Okay, so I'm
I
gonna have,
copied off the
I
paper.
wasn't
Okay.
here last week.
oh, that's right. So we'll have Hallie and Weston read this time. But that's good. Thank you for reminding me, because I want everybody to get a chance, so. We don't have time for more than, you know what, at the end, okay, remind me at the end. So who wants to go first? Okay, go ahead, Weston. Go ahead and stand over here by the window like we did. You weren't here last week, but that's what we did last week. Stand by the window so we can look at you.
Scorpions are not insects, but they are arachnids.
Very good.
They have barbed tails, so what can paralyze their prey?
Hold on, Weston. For this one, it's okay to just read it since it's an actual paragraph. You don't have to look up for each sentence. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So you can just read the whole thing.
Scorpions are not insects, they are arachnids.
Mhm.
They have pincers and barbed tails. There are over 2,000 scorpion species. Scorpions are found on every continent except for Antarctica. All scorpions are venomous and 30 can kill people. Scorpions can paralyze its prey. Scorpions live in air or food. They can survive staying in danger overnight. When babies and scorpions hatch, they will ride on their mother's back. In China, scorpions grow and fry are eaten as adults.
Nice. Let's clap for Weston. Everybody clap. Good job.
But you copied it, like I
Very nice. What was that question?
you copied it, like me. You have to
Yeah.
copy it a lot.
So a lot of them are gonna sound a lot the same, right? They're almost exactly the same, maybe a little bit different. Hallie, whenever you're ready. Good. Okay, hold your papers really still so we can hear her, okay? You sit really still.
They're not insects, they are arachnids. With 8 legs, 2 pinchers, and a barbed tail. There are over 200 species of scorpions. Scorpions live on every continent except Antarctica. All are venomous, but only 30 can kill a human. The sting can paralyze its prey. Scorpions need fuel, air, and food. They can survive in water overnight. When baby scorpions hatch, they ride on their mother's back. In China, people sell them in stores and shops, and scorpions are known for their
Delicacy. Very good, Hallie. Let's clap for her. Nice. Your writing is already sounding so good. Is it sounding better to you guys too? Yeah? You like how your writing sounds? You're like, not yet, huh? It'll get better. Trust me, the more you do this, the more dress up words we add. And the more we get into this class, you're gonna start really liking your writing and you'll wanna share it with class for sure. So if you have a second binder or folder where you keep your finished stuff, you can put that away in your finished binder, okay? The one that has, yep, that's perfect. You can put it in the holes in there.
Even the
After-
scorpion.
Put it after that, put it in the back of all that, Weston, and the scorpion page, yep, because we're done with scorpions now. So all that stuff, this, oh, I did forget about this one, hold on a second. This yellow one, keep that out for a second, okay, put everything else away except for the yellow one. You have another binder.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Delilah's our dad's wedding.
Oh, that's right, I forgot about that, yes, I'm recording it for her. You have this one,
I totally forgot. I thought
so you can actually put it in here.
so it's suited the one upstairs.
Put your finished stuff in there, except for that yellow page. We need some- keep out your yellow page. Put everything else in your finished binder.
You mean even
At
like
home, you can
the,
actually put it inside the rings, okay?
even this,
Do that at home.
put this in my binder?
Yep, put that in your binder. Everything with scorpions except that yellow page. That yellow page. Okay, so let's look at that yellow page really quick. Looks like this.
I don't have.
Okay, that's okay. This is basically showing you how to use a keyword outline and turn it into a paragraph. That's what you did. Okay. This page needs to go in your writing binder, this one. And it's gonna go behind a tab that says Model Charts and Outlines. Look for a tab in your binder that says Model Charts and Outline. So it's gonna go behind the one that's in there, okay?
So it goes behind model charts and outlines?
Yes, so turn that tab and you'll see a yellow page, go behind that yellow page. Behind that yellow page, put it behind that one. Got it? You guys are good. You're learning how to use a binder. This is good. Don't forget to close those rings after you put it away. Behind model charts and outlines. Anybody need help with that? No? Okay, good. Now, I'll get you guys just a second. Go to the very first tab. You see the one that says source text?
Yes.
Go behind that one and you should see the bald man and the fly. It's week 3. It looks like this.
Yeah, I see.
Week 3, open up your rings and take those out. You should take out 1, 2, 3, 4 pages.
Which ones?
When you see week 4, don't take that one out. You're taking out only week 3.
All the way to the top.
No, you need the yellow page too. Let me see yours really quick. I think you're, yours. That's okay. Those are the red ones, and then that one.
I only have 3 pages.
And then I'm gonna continue. I know your binder is new. This source text tab, I'm gonna hit. Here.
Okay, got him.
What page is one of them yellow?
Yeah, I got that.
Okay, good, and it's all week 3. There you go, now yours is on that.
This?
Yep, take those out, yep, take the yellow, yep, take that one out. See how the next page, you'll see, let me turn that,
The bald man.
and that page. See how that one says week 4, don't take that one out, so all of those, yeah.
Can we use a
take those
pen?
out. You
Yes.
can, did you guys like using a pen? I wanted to ask you that.
I think I need
Some said no, if you didn't like it, put a thumb, if you're kind of like in between, if you really didn't like using a pen, if you liked using a pen, okay, I see different, okay. How about you, Rylan? Did you use a pen too, or a pencil?
But she
A
told us
pencil.
to try.
Try to use a pen. I like that you're not, at least you're not, I don't want to do it at all. You're kind of like, and that's okay, because I do want you to get used to using a pen. It will be easier on your hand. And then you don't have to spend so much time erasing. You can just draw a line through it. It's okay if you have corrections on there. By the way, I put a note on everybody's Google Classroom.
Wait, what?
Have you seen it? My notes
No.
on there? So make sure to let your mom or your dad know that I put notes in there and make sure they know where to find them. If they don't know, have them text me or call me and I can help them find it, okay? On Google Classroom,
I only have one teacher on the classroom, I don't have you.
yeah, I'm on there because I see your work. So I can make notes on your homework that you turn in on Google Classroom.
Yeah, my mom has you on it, but on my computer, I don't have you.
So check with your mom then, okay? Because she'll see my notes and she can tell you about that. That'll work. All right. The first thing I want you to look at though is this yellow page that looks like this. It's page 27. So let's look at this one first. Yours. Yours is not going to be yellow because I had to make a copy. I'm sorry for the terrible copy there. The yellow, the yellow page says, this is page 27, it says stylistic techniques. Did you guys know that in life, there's things that have style, like hairstyle, right? My hair is long, it's in a ponytail. Some of you have curly hair. Some of you have really short hair. So
I have
those are
like
different
medium hair.
styles, right? So we also have styles of automobiles. We have trucks. What else do we have?
Cars.
Vans, cars,
Airplanes.
well, I'm talking about automobiles, so I'm talking about,
Those.
what did you say? Excursions, there you go, like SUVs.
Cybertruck.
Yeah, those are weird, huh?
I know, right?
Jeeps, we have
I've seen
Jeeps.
one in at soccer practice.
I've seen them around too, they're weird
I've seen
looking.
them at soccer practice.
Race cars.
I thought my dad drove.
Okay,
cars.
Okay, listen up, guys.
Cars
So-
and swings.
We're talking about style. We have style in writing too. Did you know that sometimes you
Cursive.
write, well, that's a style of handwriting.
Hungarian.
I'm talking about if you write a letter. If you write a letter, or if you write a report, a book report, or maybe you write a note to your mom, like, can I have some chocolate or something like that? And maybe she's on the phone and you don't want to bother her, so you write a little note. Have you ever done that before?
Yeah, me too.
On a little Post-it, it says, Mom, can I have some chocolate? Circle yes or no, right? So different styles of writing. So what we're going to talk about though is how to add style, like dressing up your writing. There are times when you dress up, like
Putting
maybe
a dress on a letter.
putting, maybe for church or for a wedding, you'll dress up. You can dress up your writing too. So we're going to learn how to make your writing a little more formal. All right. See where it says dress ups right there on your paper?
Dress up, yeah.
Next to number 1, this is the first style of dress up you're going to add to your writing. I want you next to number 1 on that line, put a dash ly and then the word adverb. ly adverb. Weston?
When my sister was young, she used to love dressing up as a princess.
Oh, I bet. Yeah,
Yeah,
a lot of times girls
I
do.
did a dress up game whenever I was little.
Okay. Oh, go ahead. Ly adverb is a word that adds to a verb. That's why I like it. Adverb, it adds to a verb. So like if I say the dog chased after the cat,
That's not.
I could say the dog quickly chased after
Oh,
the cat.
just like an adjective.
It's similar to an adjective, but an adjective helps a noun, but the adverb helps the verb. So it's telling how the dog chased the cat. He quickly chased the cat. He frantically chased the cat. He hungrily chased the cat.
Okay, that
Right?
sounds a little.
So there's
violent.
different ways you can describe the action in the sentence, and that's when the ly adverb comes into play. Yes, Weston.
How does it help the adverb, the verb?
It gives a little more description.
It,
Like
it
like
gives
if I
the
say-
details.
If I say quickly chase the cat, that tells you maybe it was slowly chasing the cat. I know that kind of sounds weird, but maybe it was stalking it. You know, it was like hiding and then it chased the cat, or then it hid and then it chased the cat. You know what I mean? It's telling a little bit more detail about the verb. That's what it does. Good question though. All right, so now I want you to look at the bald man and the fly. Okay, go to the story, The Bald Man and the Fly. Here's yours. That's all we're adding on that yellow page for now, so we'll add more to that later. That's it for now, okay.
Attributed to Aesop.
Attributed to Aesop, we've seen that before, right? Remember the dog in the shadow?
But it wasn't it the dog in the reflection?
Yeah, I know, it was more like a reflection, but this is a story, a short story, Levi, that has a character in it, the bald man and a fly, but this is gonna teach us a life lesson. So I'm gonna read it first and you guys follow along. And then we're gonna talk about what lesson can we learn from this story. You already know? Okay, don't tell us yet. Go ahead and follow along on your page as I read it. Do you have yours out? Okay. On a hot summer day, a tired traveler sat down to rest and took off his hat. A fly began buzzing about his bald head and sweaty face, landing on his skin from time to time. "Get away, fly," he mumbled. He tried to smack the fly, but instead he hit only his own head. When he slapped his skin, it stung, but he slapped again and again, trying to get that pesky insect. But he failed and thus became frustrated and angry. Finally, the man understood his mistake. He thought, "We are likely to hurt only ourselves when we get so angry."
That's
Poor
true.
guy, he's like smacking himself in the head, right? Have you ever had a fly just bug you?
Yeah,
They like to buzz in your ear. Have you noticed that? That
Yeah.
bugs me so much. You just like,
Sometimes it worries me that they'll get stuck in my eardrum.
hold on, let me hear it, Camden.
sometimes they actually, it feels like they're in my ear.
I agree, and that makes me creep
Like,
out.
like I sometimes feel like they're in. I'm like, wait, hold on, did I?
And you're like, oh,
brain?
get
Is
out
it
of
my brain right now?
I hate that. And if you're at a barbecue and you're having a nice hot dog and you're eating your hot dog and there's a fly that's like trying to get on your hot
Yeah,
dog, it's like, oh, that's the worst.
I don't want to
Weston.
get any rabies on me.
Like cutting meat, and then a fly came into our wall tent, and he was just landing on the roof every time.
Ugh.
And I threw my head at him, and I was like that close to him.
Oh, but you missed. They're fast. It's
Yeah.
hard to catch them
My dad-
sometimes.
But my dad finally got him.
Good.
My
So-
dad gets one shot.
What?
This by hitting him.
What can we learn from this story? What about life? What can we learn about life, Eliana?
Not to kill insects.
No, that's
No.
not what we're learning here. Levi.
We are likely to hurt only ourselves when we get angry.
Yes, that's exactly right. That's the last line, right? That's what he's discovering. So have you ever been so mad about something that you like
Yeah.
kick a chair or you kick the wall or you kick a rock or something and then all of a sudden you're like, ow, 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 my toe, you know, you hurt your toe. Or
yeah, what
you just get mad over something, right?
Yeah.
My finger.
Oh, see, that's terrible. That's not gonna feel good. Hold on just a second. But I want you to know that being mad and frustrated is part of life. It's a normal feeling, Grayson, to be mad. That's normal. But how we deal with that anger is what we need to practice, right? We got to figure out how are we going to deal with it, not hurt ourselves, not hurt anybody else, but deal with when we get mad. What's something you do to help you get over being mad? Eliana?
Scream into my pillow.
I do the same thing. It helps, huh? Maybe it kind of scratches the throat a little bit, but you don't care, right? You got to get it out. It's like,
Yeah, like sometimes I do it till the air, till my lungs run out of air.
and then you feel better, right? You feel better getting that out. Grayson,
I faint.
you faint. Anybody else? Screaming into your pillow is actually a really good idea. Try that. Next time you're mad, just go to your room and just shut your door and grab your pillow and scream into it.
Whenever I get annoyed with my mom, I just go to my room and slam.
You might have to do it a few times to get it all out. That's okay. Get it all out. Get it all out of your pillow. Your pillow can take it, right? Your pillow's okay.
So my next door neighbor was
No, see, that would hurt your sister's ears. So you don't want to scream in your sister's face. The pillow doesn't mind. Shh, Grayson. The pillow doesn't get hurt, right? The pillow doesn't mind. Okay, so now let's get out. I forgot to have you guys get out a lined piece of paper. So you need a lined piece of paper.
AWO.
Yes. What does that stand for again? Yay, good. Keyword outline. So get your lined paper out. You guys are doing awesome. Really good. Whose is this? I just want to make sure it doesn't get mixed up. Is this one yours?
No, this one.
That one's yours. This mine? No, this one's mine. That's yours. That's yours. Where did this one come from? Oh, it's the scorpion one. That's why. I'm gonna just stick this one in here. Or, oops, I'm sorry. And then you can put that away later. Okay. Unless that is mine. No, it's yours. I'm confused now.
Yeah,
That's yours, right? I think so. Okay, name, upper left on the line at the top here, put your name. I don't like that marker, it's not working very good. Try this one. Name goes there. Today's date is 10/14/24, October 14th.
I can't believe it's so close to Halloween.
So close. Make sure you move that over here to the left side. So go ahead and write it here. On the top line goes your name. Got that?
Yeah.
Then the date. Then you're going to skip a line. Remember how we skip? And you're going to write the title. And you're going to write the in capital T, bald with a capital B, man with a capital M, and the are not capitalized, but fly is. So that's a little rule about making a title. When you capitalize a title, the first word is always capital, just like a sentence. Hold on, Weston. And then after that, it's usually just the key words. Bald, man, fly. The other words, and the, they don't need a capital. But this is how, that's a rule in capitalizing titles. Yes, Weston.
My mom taught me about that.
Good. I'm glad you know about that. Under that, you can put
1, 2, 3,
K.
4, 5.
WO right underneath that. And then we're going to do 1 through 8. So skip a line over to the side by your red line. You're going to do 1 through 8. We have 8 sentences to look at today. And we're going to look for those key words. So you're going to put your name right there, Camden, on that line. Okay. And then under that, you're going to put the date, 10/14. So, there you go. And then 24 is the year. You like using pen, huh?
Yeah.
I do too. I like using pen.
I'm double spacing my
Under
numbers.
this, nice title, by the way, right underneath that, go ahead and put KWO in all caps right there, KWO. Yeah, some of you did really good double spacing. Some of you are still getting used to that. That's okay, because I do want you to do that every time. And if those X's, Jace, if those X's help you double space, then use those to help you.
Look, I'm double spacing my numbers.
Oh yeah, you didn't have to do it there, but that's fine. That's okay. Underneath that, over here, you're gonna do 1 through 8. See how I have mine? 1 through 8. Go ahead and write that down on the side here. Look at the first sentence. We're gonna do this sentence by sentence still, okay? And we're gonna take turns. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people. So we might have 2 people work on one together. How about Hallie and Brady work on the first sentence and tell us what you think. What are the key words in the very first sentence? It says, on a hot summer day, a tired traveler sat down to rest and took off his hat. What do you guys think? Traveled. So traveler. So underline these words on yours. Okay, guys? Underline traveler. What else is a key word?
Hat.
Yes, underline hat.
Hot summer.
Hot, summer, and day. Those are all keywords. I'm thinking tired, probably too.
That's
And then
off.
maybe, yeah, took off. I think sat might be important too, because he sat down.
Tried.
Tired, actually, is what it says. But
Okay.
yes. Now we're not circling yet. We're underlining.
Whoopsie.
That's okay.
And two.
That's okay. So when you first look at the sentence, you're going to underline all the keywords, right? Now we got to narrow it down to 3, but we could draw a picture if we needed to, like a symbol. So what do you guys think, Brady and Hallie? How are we going to do? What 3 are the best of those keywords?
Tired traveler.
Tired traveler, maybe.
And hot.
I wonder, what if we chose summer? Because summer kind of tells us it's hot, right? We already know it's going to be hot if it's summer.
Or you can draw some.
Or you could draw a sun. You could draw a sun for hot. I like that. Somebody said traveler too. So circle summer, circle traveler. What did the traveler do?
Sat down.
Go ahead.
Sat.
Sat. I kind of think sat is important. And then what did he take off?
His hat.
So this is where I think we could draw a hat. Yeah, okay, Brady was thinking the same thing. So you can draw a baseball cap, or you can draw like a top hat or Abraham Lincoln hat. Whatever kind of hat you want to draw. I'm gonna draw.
How do we know? I draw an explorer hat.
Well, we could do like an arrow like that, like he's taking it off.
No, you put
That's
you put like the arrow lines under it. It makes it look like it's.
Airlines,
Yeah.
like little hash lines, like this. Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Okay, you could do that. Whatever makes sense to you with your picture. So go ahead and copy that down, Camden. Can you see it okay from there? Okay, good. So summer traveler sat. He took off his hat. So make sure on your paper you have summer traveler and sat circled. Okay, those were the ones that we liked the best out of that sentence. Levi, I'm gonna have you do the next one. So look at the next sentence.
Can we draw for sat, as a person sitting down?
We don't need to, because we can use the third word, but later if you want to do it that way, you can. Does that make sense? If you need to later, you can. So Levi, your sentence says, a fly began buzzing about his bald head and sweaty face, landing on his skin from time to time. So the first thing we need to do is find all the keywords. What do you think?
Why?
Yes. Guys, underline as he tells us the keywords. This is back on this page. So sit up. Right here. Fly, he said.
Bald head.
Bald head is good. Good keywords.
I got one.
Sweaty face. Landing. Skin. Time. We have time 2 times, so just 1 time probably. I wonder if buzzing, that might be a good one.
That's the one I was thinking.
Okay, yeah. Buzzing. Okay, so that's a bunch. How are we gonna narrow this one down
I
to
got
3
one.
words? Wait, let me hear Levi, and then I wanna hear your example, because you're gonna do the next sentence, okay, Weston? Go ahead, Levi. What do you think? What are the best out of those?
Why?
I was thinking that, but you know what? It's in our title. Can we remember we're talking about a fly? I think we
Yeah.
can. So I don't think we need fly yet. What else?
But how you supposed to know what's going on in his head?
Yeah, I think because of the title, The Bald Man and the Fly, I think we can remember that. If you can't remember it, I guess we could draw. We could, if you really forget and you need a little, maybe we could do a little, that's a fly in case you didn't know. But what else, Levi? What else can we put? Okay. Head, landing,
Time.
head, landing, and time. Yeah? Anybody have any other ideas? Weston?
How about we put buzzing, head, landing, so it's like, it's buzzing around and it's landing on his head.
Yes. I like that. Okay, so if you want to do yours a little different, Levi, you can. I'm gonna go with kind of both of your ideas. I like that word buzzing though. Buzzing. And then you said landing, right?
Yeah,
And did you say, oh, you said head.
yeah. I got 3 of those.
Land, buzzing,
And
head, landing. But here's the thing about these keyword outlines, it's not like a test where there's only one right answer. You guys can have different things on your keyword outline, just as long as you remember what that sentence is mostly about. Okay, so you can write it again later. That's the goal. Okay, did you have a question?
And that's something to say about the picture.
Okay.
In the bush, there's a sideways Nike symbol on the bush.
Oh, I never thought about that. I wonder what that is. Is it a bird maybe? But it looks like a Nike symbol. I agree with that.
Well, it might be.
Oh, might be what? Oh, his pipe, I guess. I don't know why it would be in the tree, but okay.
bush.
Maybe
Okay.
he just didn't want to put it on the ground and have it
He's like,
fall.
I'm gonna rest it right here in the tree. Okay. Weston, how about the next sentence? It says, get away, fly, he mumbled. What are all the keywords in that sentence?
Get away.
Yeah, get away. We know we're talking about a fly, right?
Mumbled.
And mumbled. That kind of worked out because it's only 3 words, huh? Get away, mumbled. Do you guys know what mumbled means? Hallie?
He's like muttering, like he would say it silently, but he's mad.
Yeah. Can you give an example? I hear some, but that's more of like a growl or a grunt or something.
Like it's get away, fly.
Yeah, or maybe he was going, you know what I mean? Where there's not really any words, but he's just like,
all alone. That guy's always
He's always Pikachu. There's
A lot of old
when he
men
gets
do
angry.
a lot of old men do that. That's funny. So on that one, circle, get away and mumbled. And we're gonna write that, get away. And by the way, I'm gonna put quotes around that because that's what he says, right? And then I'm gonna put mumbled. There we go.
Where's away?
Right here. So
away.
get away and then mumbled. And go ahead and circle those 3 words too. I forgot to have you guys make sure to circle buzzing, head, and landing, because those are the ones we
I
used
already
in that
circled
one.
them.
Okay, good. And then we're to Jace. Jace, you're gonna do the next one. After you write that, I'll give you a second to write that down. Good, good, good. It says he tried to smack the fly, but instead he hit only his own head. What do you think, Jace? Which one of those is our keywords first? We'll start with all of them first. Say it again. So the sentence is right here. Let me show you. Oh, you got it? Okay. So he tried to smack the fly, but instead he hit only his own head. So what are all the keywords first?
Like
Hit is a keyword, yep. Go ahead and underline that. Tried. Go ahead and underline those words, hit and tried. What else?
Oh, can I say?
No, he's thinking, he's got it. Yes, smack, I think for sure is a keyword.
Well, what about hit?
He said hit already.
I know, but like, how do you?
Well, we're gonna
Why
have to,
would we need to use smack if we have hit?
the good question, but we're underlining them all first and then we're gonna pick one, right? Okay, so
he
what,
tried to smack the fly, but instead he hit his own head.
yes,
Why
so,
there's 2?
Why can't it just say he tried to smack the fly, but he only smacked himself or something?
Because it doesn't make sense.
because you don't wanna use smack twice, right? So they changed it up a little bit, so, but
So,
I also think head and
His.
maybe own, huh?
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Own head, yeah, own head, I like that.
Yeah, I did my own, like.
So instead, did we underline instead? Cause that might be important too, instead.
Yeah.
I don't know, let's pick 3 though, Jace, what are, I know you do, hold on, let's hear Jace.
Only smack.
Smack, okay, what else? Yeah, let's circle smack. What is another good one to put it? I think I like that one first too, smack. We could draw our little fly here. Smack fly.
Smack the fly. And then you have to do hit or draw head. So
Hit, own head.
hit own head.
Hit,
You can put hit
Smack.
own and then draw.
yes, I like it. Okay, let's do that. Hit, comma, own, and then draw a head. I'm gonna make this guy not happy because, you know, he's got to fly. bothering him. And I'm gonna draw an arrow for head. But I like that idea. Good job, Jace. Smack, fly, hit, own head. Good.
I made him smack his own head.
I'm gonna have, let's see, I'm gonna have Grayson
Oh.
and Eliana, you guys can work on the next one together, but make sure you write them all down. Oh, you got it. Okay, good. So we are now on the next one that says, he slapped his skin, it stung, but he slapped again and again, trying to get that pesky insect. So let's start with all the keywords there. When he slapped his skin, it stung, but he slapped again and again, trying to get that pesky insect. What do you think? Eliana and Grayson. Slapped, underline slapped, skin, stung, again, pesky, insect. You guys agree with that? That's pretty good.
So I got
I'll say it again.
Stung, skin, and slapped.
Pesky, insect. Those are only the ones you're missing, Weston. Grayson, I need you to keep your chair still. Now, since she gave all the keywords, Grayson, which one do you think are the best to use in our keyword outline?
Stung, slapped, skin.
Oh, stung, slapped, skin. Maybe we should start with what slapped, skin, stung in the same order. What do you guys think? You like that?
Yeah.
Slapped, skin, stung. Okay. Go ahead and circle those and then write them here. Good job.
Sting, stung.
I kind of went in the same order that it is in the sentence. That way, when you read it, you'll be like, oh yeah, I remember he was slapping his own skin and it stung.
How about we make a face and then we pretend that he slaps his face with his hand?
If that helps you remember, you can do that. That's okay. Like I said, yours might look different than everybody else's. That's okay. Have you guys ever, like you just go like this in the back of your hand, if you do it a bunch of times, it starts stinging, right? You feel it like, ow, ow, ow. Can you imagine on your bald head? Everybody has hair in here, but if you didn't, yeah, it's like your forehead, huh? Ow, 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 ow. But it was like, it's like beating himself up.
He's trying to kill her. He's trying to kill himself.
Right? No, he's not. He's just trying to get the fly, that's all. Okay. This one's for Rylan. Okay, this is for Rylan, but he failed and oh, by the way, the word thus. Have you ever heard that one before?
Yes.
Thus, okay. It just means like, and then, basically. It's a different way to say and then, thus. It's like a result of what he's doing. So for Rylan, but he failed and thus became frustrated and angry. So what are the key words in that sentence? She's thinking. You can go ahead and underline them if you know, while she's thinking. Good, failed. We're after pesky insect. It starts with the word, but you know what? I'm gonna have to move you guys if you can't sit still, okay? Because you keep bothering each other, especially you, Grayson. You understand? Frustrated, angry. Anybody else have any other ideas? I like that. You have another one? Thus,
But if
maybe?
he's frustrated, then it's probably angry too.
They're a little different, but because sometimes frustration leads into anger, but they're close. You're right about that. But guess what, Rylan? That's 3 words. So you got your 3 words already. Failed. She has failed, frustrated, and angry.
I got
that's-
failed,
that's
frustrated, and angry.
Frustrated. Yeah, that works. Angry. Good. Only 2 left. We're almost there. And then Ava, I'm gonna have you do the next one. It's a short one actually, so that should be pretty easy. It says, finally, the man understood his mistake. What are the key words in that sentence? Finally,
Understood,
understood, good.
mistake.
Mistake, good. We know we're talking about a man, right? He's in the title. So that's 3 words. That kind of worked out.
What? Done. What are they?
Finally, understood, mistake. That's an easy one.
Oh no, we just have to circle these.
Circle them and then write them in here. Finally, understood.
I got finally man understood.
Mistake.
Mistake. Dot.
What did you have?
I had finally man understood his mistake. I
Oh,
think we should do finally man understood. Like he understood his
But we
mistake.
know that we're talking about a man.
Or we can
Both
write
man and the fly.
true. It's in the title. I kind of like that word mistake because that tells us
finally
he realizes he messed
his
up.
mistake. Finally thought his mistake.
Finally thought, is that what you said?
Done.
Yeah, I have dot right here. where
Well,
the
wait.
comma is.
Thought is not in that sentence. Thought is in the next sentence.
What?
Finally, the man understood his mistake. See it, Weston?
Yeah.
Stop. Does that make sense, Weston?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. You could, if you really wanted man in there, you could do a stick figure or something, right?
I'm gonna do
Fine.
finally understood mistake.
Okay, that's a good one. And the last one's for Camden. When you're done. Actually, let's do it and then you can finish up that other one. It says, he thought we are likely, everybody else can underline. Go ahead and underline what you think is the key words there. He thought we are likely to hurt only ourselves when we get so angry. Hurt. Ourselves, yes.
Likely.
Hold on, he's working on it. You can underline likely. Thought, good.
Likely.
Likely, good.
Yes.
Maybe not get so, but I definitely agree with angry. Yeah. Okay, so that's too many. What do you think? How should we narrow this down to 3? I know you have an idea. Hold on, let's see if Camden can think of it. If you already know your 3, you can write them in, okay? And it's okay if it's different than what Camden picks. So hold on. What do you think, Camden?
Thought, likely, and ourselves. No, it hurt.
Yeah, hurt's gonna be important.
Hurt ourselves. And
I kind of like that. Maybe likely first. Likely hurt ourselves.
I'm doing dot hurt ourselves.
Thought hurt ourselves.
Like he thought.
Likely is pretty good though. That's a good one. What do you think, Hallie?
Likely, yeah, and then dot angry.
Oh, draw an angry face. What do you think?
likely hurt angry.
Likely hurt. How are we gonna remember ourselves though?
We could draw like a picture of us, like a human.
If you can remember that.
A human hurt.
Did you have one, Brady?
We hurt ourselves.
Oh, okay.
You like.
Could be that. As long as you remember, I kind of like Camden's. I'm gonna put likely hurt ourselves, and then I like Eliana's idea of an angry face. See if I can.
Ourselves.
Oh, you said somebody else said, oh, it's Hallie. How do you like my angry face? It was Hallie that said angry face, right? Yeah, I kind of like that.
Would fly also be angry?
Probably. That's a good point. The fly is also angry.
Because we tried to get it.
Yeah. Okay, here's what we're doing next. Don't put it away yet. I want you to get out a clean piece of lined paper, a brand new one. Don't put anything away yet. Just get another piece of paper out.
Are we gonna write the whole paragraph?
Well, not the whole thing. You're gonna do that for your homework, but I do want you to put your name and date again here. on your new paper.
And then you can,
And then I just want you to skip a line and then draw a line for a title, but don't put the title yet. Just draw a line for it. Okay, we're gonna hold that spot because we're gonna talk about titles next week. We're gonna come up with a really good title for this one, but leave it blank. Just draw a line so we know that that's the title. And then from here, under that line, I want you to just get your paper ready by putting in your X's, every other line. Skip a line, X, skip a line.
do I have to do it? Cause I already know how to double space.
If you already know how to double space, you don't have to do
Yeah,
the
me and mom
X's.
went over it before the class.
If you think you can do it without the X's, you can try to do it without the X's. If the X's help you, put the X's in there. Good, I like that. And then while you're working on that, you're gonna do like you did for scorpions, and this time you're gonna write the whole paragraph because you're ready now. So you're gonna write one paragraph about the bald man and the fly, but you're gonna leave the line blank because we're gonna talk about titles next week, okay? And you're gonna start right here with number 1, summer traveler sat hat. And you're gonna figure out a good sentence. Are you thinking of a sentence? Or you have something else?
I have a question.
Okay,
Me and mom already went over like, the title has to be part of the end of the sentence.
oh, you're ahead of us. That's pretty good. But hold on though, okay? I want you to leave it blank because we're gonna talk about it as a class next week, but you're right, Weston.
It comes from the end of our title, like the last part of the words of our title has to be up on top.
Next week, remind me that you know that, and maybe I'll have you tell the class how to do that, and we'll see if we can come up with a good title. So do you guys understand what you're doing this week, Levi?
Yeah.
Yes, I am. Just that pencil.
And
When I do what the things are called,
You can,
Wait, hold on.
So, thanks.
no.
What are you thinking? Just write it.
He's like trying to help you. Is it the LY adverb maybe? Because we're gonna talk about that next week too.
Like,
And now?
once your sentence and the one at me.
Topic clincher?
Yeah.
You know about those?
And then they also have to, we are like.
Wow, see, we haven't even talked about that yet, so you're ahead of us. All right, all of this should go in your front pocket. This is where your homework goes for the week. So your homework is to do your grammar pages and write one paragraph, 8 sentences. Don't forget to indent. Do you guys know what indent means?
Yeah.
To move over a little bit to start your paragraph, okay? And skip it. Oh, with 2 fingers, that's right. And use a pen. Use a pen. If you mess up, don't scribble. Just one line and fix it, okay? I wanna see how you do the pen, but I don't want you to freak out over it, okay? Just relax, it's okay. Pens
Mom
are cool.
taught me about pens and just lining. them
Pens are
up.
good.
Like,
Yeah, then you don't spend all the time erasing over and over.
last year, my sister did this. Mom got the ideas from her for me this year. To like get all set up.
I'm gonna have, okay, Grayson really wants to read his scorpion paragraph, so go ahead, Grayson, do it real quick.
Okay, people think scorpions are insects, but they are